Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Joey Schierkenbach is back here with another video for you guys. Guys, we're here to talk about the game that we just finished watching between the Ravens and the Bills. Of course, as always, congratulations to the Bills and all the Bills fans out there. Good team, great coaching, totally outcoached us. You can feel it, especially on the offensive side. Again, congratulations to you guys. You guys have a great team. You're young. You have a lot of potential. Good luck going forward, and we'll see how it goes. Um, Tough one, guys. I really thought that it would have been a more entertaining game. Of course, I watched the whole game. It was kind of boring if you're not a Ravens or Bills fan, at least in my opinion. But unfortunately, it was not boring for the better. It was boring for the worst. 17-3 against two explosive offenses, and the offense that scored the most only scored 10 points because, of course, 7 of those points came on the pick six. Wow. So I guess that means that there was some positives, but let's get the negatives out of the way. Offensive line, I don't know when was the last time we had a worse performance. I'd say the last time we had a worst offensive line performance was against the Chargers wild card of 2019. Oh my God, our line was pitiful today. It was absolutely embarrassing. Our line was never great this year. It was not nearly the same as last year, but we had some better moments, and I think we were doing better and better as the year went on. And then today, oh my gosh, we were bad. Yes, the Bills' defensive line is good. It's no easy matchup, but still, we literally were quote unquote better against the Steelers' defensive line, which is probably the best in the league. I don't know what happened, but our offensive line was so bad today. I don't know how many sacks they got. I think they got 4 or 5, but they were very close to having much more. If it wasn't for Lamar Jackson and Tyler Huntley, they would have had almost 10. I'm calling my shot. Offensive line, embarrassingly bad today. Everyone played poorly on the offensive line except for Orlando Brown because he's a beast. But other than that, line was pitiful today. So many block sheds. Bad. Run blocking wasn't much better either. We got off to a great start. The first drive, we were running it right down their throat, and then it just stalled out. All right, now let's talk about a player who everyone wants to play. Actually, no, we'll talk about that after. Let's talk about a coach who everyone wants to play. You guys know who I'm talking about. People always want to pin it on Greg Roman, say the play calling's bad. The biggest complaint that I have from Greg Roman, we did not run enough play action tonight. You saw the first drive again. We looked great to start. We were marching down the field. The run blocking looked great. Edwards had several nice carries. Dobbins had a carry or two, I think, and that was good. I was really happy with what I was seeing, and then it kind of stalled out. And then the Bills just crowded the line of scrimmage and forced us to throw the ball, which is what is expected, because you want to take the Ravens' running game out of the equation. So that's what they did. But then we went into so much shotgun passing. And again, guys, I'm proving my point. For some reason, whenever we run shotgun pass plays, our offensive line lays an egg. I don't know why, but our pass blocking on shotgun passing plays is pitiful. I still cannot figure out why. It's ridiculous, though. There is such a huge difference. And I don't know if I mentioned this already. The biggest issue that I had with Greg Roman's play calling, did not call enough play action. The pass blocking is almost always better off play action. We're successful off of it. It gives the receivers time to stretch the field. We did not run enough of that. We needed to run more pistol play action. We didn't run it enough. That really came back to bite us. Offense was just totally athletic. And again, congratulations to the Bills defense. They played very, very well. They had a great game plan. I'm not denying that at all. But we absolutely could have had more points. And of course, Justin Tucker, arguably one of the greatest kickers of all time, misses 2 field goals. I can't get over that. 2 missed field goals from Justin Tucker today. The win was bad, but that can't happen. It's the playoffs. We can't be making those stupid mistakes. And I was thinking to myself, and I put this on Twitter as well, and of all the things to mess up, and again, it's not like only our special teams was bad, but pass blocking was awful today. But out of all the things to really get in the way of us scoring points, the pass blocking was bad. It didn't really cost us any touchdowns. It's more of, out of all things, to keep us from putting points on the board. Not the defense, not the pass rush. While our pass rush wasn't great today, that wasn't the issue. Not the run blocking, not the pass blocking, not the play calling, but the special teams. Our special teams unit is almost always good. John Harbaugh is a special teams coach. He coaches everything. Our special teams is almost always good. Great punter, great kicker, yet that is what gets in the way. Not only did Tucker miss 2 field goals, Sam Cook, his first punt was 23 yards. They got a field goal that drive, I'm pretty sure, but still, it was just awful. Special teams is the one that gets in the way today. So embarrassing. And this doesn't matter. It was late in the game. The game was over. You call this special teams. It was 4th down. The Bills were punting with under 2 minutes left. Malik Harrison runs into the kicker. First down Bills, and that's going to do it. Again, the game was over, but special teams. What happened, man? What happened? So, to be fair, the Tyler Bass, I think the name of the Bills kicker, did miss 2 field goals of his own. The wind, huge factor as usual in Buffalo. The wind, it's almost always windy in Buffalo. That's a tradition. So obviously that it did go both ways. But again, guys, you got to take into account the Bills offense scored 10 points today. 10 points. 10. The same offense that scored 56 points only a few weeks ago. That's impressive from a standpoint. I was really, really happy with the way our defense played today. Obviously, Stephon Diggs had a big game because he is literally unstoppable this year for whatever reason. But he didn't get any big deep throws. I know he should have had a couple because Allen missed them on some. But regardless, Diggs was not the difference maker in the game. And again, guys, I was pretty happy with the way our defense played today. Pass rush still wasn't great, but I predicted our 4-man pass rush to be the main issue and why we would lose this game. I was saying last night how if we're going to lose this game because our 4-man pass rush isn't good enough, it's not good enough to beat these good teams. That's clear. We need to fix that in the offseason, but that wasn't the difference maker. We got a couple sacks. I know Judon got a sack. McPhee got a sack. But our pass rush overall was not good today. But I liked what Don Martindale did. He didn't panic. He didn't blitz too much. He dropped back. I was pretty happy with the way our defense played today. And I can't really complain. The Bills scored 10 points. Yes, they missed a couple field goals, but they scored 10 points. That's pretty impressive with how well their offense has played this year. So defense, all thumbs up. I'm happy with the way we played. But offense, man, just could not get anything going. 3 points scored. That has to be a franchise low. When was the last time we scored 3 points? Even against the Jaguars in 2017, as bad as we were that game, we did score 7. We got a touchdown in garbage time, but still, I don't know. 3 offensive points. It's just awful. All right, let's talk about the player that everyone tries to put all the blame on, Lamar Jackson. So, obviously, before we even talk about that, he was in the concussion protocol. In case any of you were confused late in the game, I was out for the rest of the game. Does not look like anything serious. Nothing got rolled up, but it's a concussion. He'll probably be out for a couple weeks. It doesn't matter because the season's over, but nothing serious with Lamar Jackson. But a concussion, that's never good. But it was nothing like significantly serious. We kept him out for safety reasons. So in case you were confused, that's the injury update on Jackson. But otherwise, guys, of course, before we get to the one play that changed the whole theme of the game, overall, I don't think Lamar Jackson was bad today. He didn't play great, but it was not like he choked in another playoff game. He didn't choke in the least. I know he did throw that big pick six, but before we get into that, overall, throughout the game, he did not choke. It was the offensive line that was absolutely awful. I could not get over how bad our line was today. Literally, Jackson, they blitzed some, but they didn't blitz much. They had a lot of 4-man fronts, 4-man rushes, and Jackson was in trouble essentially every time. Every time he had to dodge a guy, make a move, scramble, do all of that. And I know, that's why you get Lamar Jackson. That's what he does. But he shouldn't have to do it almost every single play. And it's exactly what he had to do. Coverage downfield was good for the most part, but Jackson could not get enough time to throw to get into rhythm. The Bills just wreaked havoc. Our offensive line, oh my God, laid a large egg. So embarrassing. And Jackson really couldn't do anything. And again, receivers did not help much. We'll talk more about Marquise Brown in a minute. And yes, we'll talk about that big misplay in a minute as well. But anyways, that was huge, man. We couldn't get anything going on offense today. And again, I hate to be that guy, but if we had gotten those 2 field goals, if we had not thrown a pick 6, and we're going to dig into this in a second, we would have won that game. We would have at least gotten, because again, if they didn't get the pick six, 7 points were taken off the board for the Bills because that 7 points came on that pick six. So I'll say we get a field goal that drive. That's 9 points. Technically, we would have won like 12-10, I guess, or something like that. I know the Bills probably would have been in a bit more attack mode, but we absolutely could have won this game. And again, the Bills are a good team. I respect them. Their defense is playing better, but offense, man, they're falling apart. And we hung with them. And we absolutely could have won the game. We don't deserve to win because we made the miscues ourselves. We kicked ourselves in the foot, as they say. So we don't deserve to win, but it's not like the Bills totally dominated and really deserved to win either. And that was a huge blow. So let's talk about the pick six. Guys, Lamar Jackson overall tonight wasn't bad. I thought his decisions were fine. He didn't do anything remotely stupid except for that one play, that pick six. I don't know what he was thinking. I like him being aggressive. I like him going to the end zone, but not in like triple coverage. I know it was a linebacker, I think, or something, who kind of like read his eyes and baited him, but still, Andrews was not open. Tremaine Edmonds was coming. Matt Milano was in the middle, I'm pretty sure. Why was he trying to squeeze that in? Why? Terrible decision, and another guy came in, and it was a pick. It was just awful. That changed the whole thing of the game. Remember, guys, the Bills got the ball to start the second half. They drove down the field. That was their one big drive of the game. They got a touchdown, 10-3. Ravens needed to answer. Our defense was tired. We were so close. We had a nice, long drive. We looked like we were finally starting to get in sync. I was thinking, oh boy, here we go. This is time for the catch-up. But no. We're inside the 10 on 3rd and goal, so close to a touchdown. Instead, it's a pick six. A pick six. Not only do we stall out, kick another field goal, miss a field goal because of the wind, we throw a pick six. Oh my gosh, dude. That changed the whole theme of the game. And I know I put this on Twitter. That ended the game. The momentum totally flipped. We were down 14. We could have tied the game. We were so close to 10-10. Instead, 17-3. Boom. Just like that, the theme of the game flips. And again, guys, if we had not had those miscues, we would have won this game. We absolutely could have won this game. I think we were in it, and we kept ourselves from winning this game. We kicked ourselves in the foot. So, all bad there, guys. I can't believe Lamar Jackson made that decision. So depressing. Guys, I'm not going to get into all the off-season stuff right now because it's late, and I know you guys don't want to hear me rambling about it. I'll probably talk more about that in the next coming weeks of what we should do. I've touched on it a bit, but we'll talk about the off-season later. It's we still have to finish divisional round weekend. We'll see what happens. But anyways, lastly, let's put aside all of the early miscues. We'll say Tucker still missed those 2 field goals. We'll say the pick six still happened. So 17-3. If Tyler Huntley hits Marquise Brown for that touchdown, he schooled Tre'Davious White, an all-pro corner, put on his ass. He was open. Brown was absolutely going to score. He had a ton of separation. Huntley missed him. You can make the case Brown should have run a bit harder, but Huntley missed him. It was over his head. It was a bad throw by Huntley. Once again, the pressure was coming, but that was on Huntley. Brown made a great move, great route by Hollywood. It was a double move, I'm pretty sure, and he was open. It would have been 17-10. After we turned the ball over, the Bills didn't do anything on offense. They missed a field goal. We drove down the field, stalled out. Bills punted again. We drove on the field, stalled out. Like so many of these missed opportunities, guys. Even if those 2 missed field goals still happen and the pick six happens, we could have won this game with Tyler Huntley at quarterback. If only we had just stopped missing out on these opportunities. We always find a way to miss out. We blow opportunities. It's been an issue for us all year, and it came back to really bite us this year, man. And season's done. There's no more talking about the next game until September. That's going to do it for the season. And again, to look on the bright side, it was a great season. Obviously different, of course, for all teams because of the pandemic and everything. Some fans, some not. I thought the Ravens, we had to battle a lot of injuries. We had to overcome a lot of hurdles. We were 6-5 at one point, won 5 in a row to get ourselves into the spot. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. It was a great season. Obviously not the result we wanted, not the ending we wanted, But, it is what it is. We will see you guys next year. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you enjoy my content. I'll probably see you guys in the next day or so. We'll see how the rest of the divisional round weekend goes. Got Browns Chiefs tomorrow, and then Bucks Saints later on. And we'll see how it all goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're all a bunch of homies. Great season. And I will see you guys in the next couple days. Go Ravens, man. Stay in a fan, and we will see what happens.